Hey everyone, welcome to the next episode of the Progression series. I'm glad to be back with the traditional format, where I comment on the ongoing battles. Today, we will take a look at the fight against the 7th gym leader on Cinnabar Island, Blaine, the master of fire Pokémon. Since Koga, you might have noticed that Nidoking disappeared from my team and was replaced by Weezing. Why the hell I did that, you might ask? Well, while I was exploring the Pokémon Mansion, I ran into and caught a very strong Weezing with excellent IV stats. I actually didn't plan to add him to my team, but if you look at his numbers, they are really solid. 31 attack, 31 defense and 31 special attack. Make him a quality physically bulky tank with a very high special attack, which can be useful for step attacks like Sludge Bomb, and he can also use physical attacks if needed, even though that's not normally his strong suit. His Levitate ability also makes him immune to ground attacks, which had been a major weakness for my team, since both Nidoking and Rhydon were vulnerable to them. As for the rankings, with Nidoking gone, first place now belongs to Electrode with 8 kills and only 3 deaths. The best kill to death ratio on my team. In the second place is Charizard, followed by Gyarados. Rhydon is in 4th with a very balanced kill to death ratio, and of course Kangaskhan and Weezing are still waiting for their first kills and deaths. So let's quickly check the movesets of all the Pokémon and then we can get started. So, I'm going up against Blaine, who has an entire team of Fire-type Pokémon, and I don't think there's anyone on my team who should have a major problems with Fire-types. Okay, so Blaine sends out Ninetales while I lead with Rhydon, obviously to set up Stealth Rock. But Ninetales is using Energy Ball, Grass-type move. Oh, that hits Rhydon pretty hard. Luckily Rhydon survived that and managed to set up Stealth Rock, but yeah, it was really close. I don't like these kinds of surprises, to be honest. Anyway, now I want to switch and I'm choosing between Gyarados and Kangaskhan. I really hope I pick Gyarados. And Gyarados is coming up. That was a good choice, I think. And Ninetales goes for Energy Ball again, but thankfully Gyarados isn't weak to Grass moves. And Ninetales missed his Fire Blast. That's good. Gyarados hits back with Waterfall, but it doesn't KO because Ninetales used the Peso Berry to weaken the damage. And at this point I used a Hyper Potion on Rhydon, but Ninetales used the Fire Blast, which doesn't harm Gyarados much, and Gyarados finishes it off with Surf. And Ninetales has no answer to that, beautifully done. That makes his 3rd victory in the overall, and I think Gyarados is going to climb up in the rankings pretty quickly. Blaine sends out Arcanine next, one of my favorite Pokemon from the TCG. Looks like I will be switching here, and I bring who? Kangaskhan. Well, let's see if that was a smart call, hard to say yet. Anyway, Oh man, Arcanine used the Wild Charge, which would have wrecked Gyarados. Luckily, Kangaskhan soaked it up, so that was a pure luck. Arcanine is using Close Combat, a fighting move that's gonna hurt. Oh, Kangaskhan survived it with just 7 HP, unbelievable. And Kanga fires back with a Headbutt, which did a lot of damage to Arcanine as well, but didn't finish him off. And now I send in Charizard. This should be enough to finish Arcanine, because he's really low now, and Arcanine goes for extreme speed and hits Charizard, but he tanked it just fine, so that's great. Blaine used a Hyper Potion on Arcanine. That was quite expected. Anyway, Strength from Charizard didn't really help. So he goes for Fly. Luckily, that let him dodge a Wild Charge, which would have hurt Charizard a lot, I think. And Blaine switches to Magmar. He clearly did that for a reason, did he? I'm not going to like it, so I switch into Rhydon instead. And Magmar goes for Ancient Power, which would have definitely hurt Charizard. So in the end it was actually a pretty smart move from me to switch on Rhydon. So great switch. And Rhydon uses Earthquake, sends Magmar straight to the ground. Well done, my boy. Yeah. Now Blaine sends out Rapidash, and I decided to keep Rhydon in and show something more. But Rapidash uses Solar Beam. What? Like, what the hell is that? I really didn't expect that move from him. Yeah, so of course Rhydon goes down, but I don't think that was entirely my fault, because I definitely didn't see Solar Beam coming from Rapidash. Weezing came into battle and Rapidash missed Fire Blast, and Weezing answered with Body Slam. Unfortunately no paralyzes this time. Then he took a hit from Fire Blast, but Weezing fired back with Sludge Bomb and took Rapidash down. Yes! So that was a successful debut for Weezing. And now Blaine sends out Arcanine again, the one he put back earlier against my Charizard. So I'm kind of thinking if I should keep Weezing in, but to be honest, today I would rather switch him out, because Weezing is obviously slower than Arcanine. So yeah, I try to hit him with Explosion, but Arcanine is faster and hits him very hard with Fire Blast, and that's it for our debutant. So now I bring in Electrode. I think he should take down Arcanine pretty easily because he's faster, and his Thunderbolt hits hard. Thunderbolt zapped Arcanine, and Arcanine still lives because it wasn't a KO. That was a bad luck, and Arcanine hits back with Fire Blast, but Electrode still has more than half of his HP, so no problem here. And now I use another Thunderbolt, which strikes Arcanine down, so our poor Weezing is revenged. Now Blaine sends out his last Pokémon, the legendary Magmar. I'm probably gonna switch out Electrode. I've got a few options here. And it would be actually pretty funny if I send out Charizard. That would be a real story fight, just like in the Pokemon anime when Ash's Charizard went up against Magmar. Yeah, I actually do send out Charizard, so this is gonna be an exciting fight. Very nice. At least I can make the fans of the series a little happy here. So, okay. And Charizard hits back with Dragon Breath. And Magmar goes for Fire Blast, which, if I'm not mistaken, he also used in the anime. And honestly, those Fire Blasts from Magmar are really hurting Charizard. Now Magmar used Psychic, and no way! Oh, come on, Charizard survived on only 3 HP. Very nice. And now switching to Gyarados here was quite pointless because Charizard was faster and could have finished Magmar off easily, but whatever, it happened. Gyarados comes in, uses Waterfall and drowns Magmar. Nicely done, very nice from Gyarados. And Gyarados picks up his 4th kill already. Blaine has been defeated. The battle was pretty interesting, and I think there weren't so many mistakes as in the previous battles. Let's have a look at the rankings, because this battle really gave some of my team members a chance to shine. For example, Electrode with 9 kills and 3 deaths is still the top Pokemon in my team when it comes to the stats. He practically outspeeds everyone and lands heavy blows with thunderbolts. In the 2nd place we now have Gyarados, who is extremely powerful and has a strong performance against pretty much any Pokemon. And on top of that, he still hasn't been defeated yet. Charizard didn't change his skill to death ratio, so he stays in the 3rd place. 4th place goes to Rhydon, who still has a balanced record. Our debutant and the strongest in terms of IV stats Pokemon, Weezing, is on the 5th place. And finally, on the last place is Kangaskhan, who still doesn't have any record yet. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would be glad to hear your thoughts about the battle, so leave a comment, give a like or subscribe, and most importantly, just to have fun. So I'm looking forward to the next episode of the Progression series. See ya, guys!